There once was a time when humanity was unaware of its own insanity. When might was right, and nothing stopped it except the edge of a knife, and darkness seemed the same as light, with no one knowing the way forward. In Egypt, amidst the trivial search for power, out of the nothingness and fear caused by ages and systems of pointless pursuit of money and greed, locked in a struggle against myself and my brother, between love and hate, a violent concert against myself and the other. The strong, the oppressor, the silent, my slave, the one I control. A person turned into an instrument for my own use, and one by one I passed the abuse, received and conceived at the cosmic bang, the sound of the universe, now the sound of a gun, without message or purpose, just the smoke as a screen, hiding systems kept in place for economic gain, but unjust. Then, blazing bright, from a bush in the night as it burns, no rhyme or reason until the sound, shaking my chest, bare feet on the ground, it beckons for worship on the mountain, enslaved people set free, chains broken with plagues meant to restore humanity. Oppressors put low by insects and bugs, nothing stopping the mission because the Bush voice determined a liberated nation, a new people to come from the bonds of oppression. And nothing stops it, only slows it down, a force of nature so great it's beyond nature. Something so great it can't be anything but the Creator. Blowing in winds of change that part the seas, locking in new destinies for the people. God's beloved, now set free from generational slavery. On march toward the goal. Worship on the mountain of Yahweh, and they know the way because the cloud of theophany keeps bringing the epiphany that God's not far away, He's here. In our midst, guiding the way past our old brick pits, no longer slaves for Pharaoh's tombs, but stepping over those oppressors with spring-stepped feet, no longer chained like pieces of meat, worn out, tired, half-dead, and weak. No, we are free. A seabed highway cut from the ocean, pressed apart with holy hands in one motion, we dance through water walls, our crowd, welcoming us from ground to ground, across coarse, wet sand that smells of victory. God's open arms have split the sea and closed it. Closed it on Egypt's broken promise of freedom. Letting us go and then changing their mind. A return to violence met with violence. Senseless pursuit by the forces of chaos, threatening to undo God's new thing with spear and fear coupled in anger and rage, and so Yahweh concedes their wish for death onto themselves. The final stage. To make the way for heartfelt praise from liberated lips caught in a maze of Yahweh's power that parts the Red Sea, and so our people stride, smiled and free, towards future bold as bush-fired voices, and cries of joy in harmonized chorus.